I always put myself out there. I'm not afraid to commit to something. The more you seek the uncomfortable, the more you will become comfortable, so.
After it, I'm going to be struggling to find who's next. Really, who the fuck is next? Do you know what I mean? Like, who was going out there time and time again, back to back to back to back, putting it all on the line and continuing to show it? They all say I'm all talk. I look at them and say they're all talk because I'm the one in here fighting every week. I only had a 5-round war against a guy 3 times the size of me, and now I'm back again. And they're all I hear is complaining, bitching, moaning. You want this money? You want this? You want what I got? You got to put in the fucking work. And as far as I'm seeing, nobody's putting in the work. Everyone's talking. Everyone's thinking, just because Conor has it, I should have it. No. I didn't always have it. There's a reason why I have it. I had to put my fucking bollocks out together. So, and here I am still while they're talking. Where's everyone else doing? No one's doing nothing but talking. I'm the only one doing both. I'm talking, but I'm fucking walking a hell of a lot more than I'm talking.
One thing that discipline definitely does help you with is it helps you get things done. And when you get things done, when you actually do things, you have more success. If you have more success, sometimes a big part of success is just not being lazy and just doing it. That's like 90% of it is just showing up. Get there and start working. Like, you're not gonna feel perfect every day. If I only worked out when I felt good, I'd be a fat fuck. Because there's a lot of days I don't want to do it. It's pretty much the same with everybody that actually gets good at something. There's got to be those days you push through, and they're probably going to be more numerous than the days you don't. And so the benefit of discipline in my eyes has always been that through discipline I get things done. Our bodies, for whatever reason, most people, their associations are to avoid anything that's uncomfortable. But it's so illogical, because when you look at comfort and you look at success and progress and the feelings of accomplishment and of getting past certain hurdles in terms of like how you feel about life, a lot of those are connected to discomfort. Like, discomfort is your friend. It really is. Like, discomfort and not being happy and content with certain situations in life or certain feelings in life, they're massive motivators, and they're amazing at facilitating change. And yet our instinct is to avoid those. It's bizarre. One of the big problems is sitting down and doing the work. And you gotta, and Pressfield talks about that in the most concise and beautiful way. Resistance.
instilled in my mind that this is where I wanted to become really good at this. I wanted to be able to defend myself in any situation, any movement, any scenario. So I went from gym to gym, kickboxing, boxing, grappling, wrestling, just ultimately trying to learn different ways the body could move to attack and to defend. And then it obviously becomes an obsession, and before you know it, you're headlining in football stadiums, just like that. Every gym I went to was always, they had that set way. Every gym had that set way of doing things. Don't do it this way, do it that way. So that was just a normal thing that I thought just people just have their own set way, and you must do it that way. You must stand this way, you must kick this way, you must punch this way. But with John, when I went to John, and I met my coach John Cabinet at Straight Blast Gym, it wasn't like that. He had a more open mind, and he encouraged different movements. And I'd never experienced that before. I'd never heard a coach say that to me before. And that stuck in my head. I thought to myself, this guy is thinking outside the box, you know what I mean? That he has a vision that everything works, and he encourages every movement, because ultimately there is a time and a place for every single move. So I just knew when I met John, and when he spoke, it made complete sense to me, and that was it. I stuck with him, and he stuck with me, and the rest is history.
So we're talking 2008, 2009, when you weren't even fully committed to mixed martial arts. You were still dreaming of being a UFC fighter, UFC champion.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And it's well documented that your mother reached out to John Cabinet. That was a huge part in you coming back. It must have been a really brave decision for an Irish mammy to send her son off to an MMA gym. I mean, was that because she was so concerned about the path you were going down, or because she recognised how talented you were?
Yeah, I think it was more concerned about the path I was going down, and she recognised that anytime I was in the gym, I was happy. Whatever's going on in my life, good or bad, I go to the gym, I exercise, and that for me exercise is the best form of medication. I always felt happy after a workout or after training, and she obviously saw that. So when I was stopped training, I was hanging around with the wrong people or whatever, I wasn't as happy as I would be. So she wasn't, in her head, she obviously wasn't thinking of sending them into an MMA fight. She just wanted me back in the gym and back training and back doing what I loved. You know what I mean? And healthy, of course, a healthy lifestyle. One thing about martial arts, people can say this fight game is dangerous and it's brutal, but my mind is strong. I'm fit in body and mind, and that's something that not a lot of other careers can give to a person. So my mother, I love my mother dearly. I love her to bits. She reached out to John, and John as well came up, and it was a perfect storm. It was all a perfect storm to get me back. And seeing the way my ma reached out and got John up, and then John came up, and seeing these people that are putting that time into me and putting that faith in me, that made me think, you know what? I'm going to do them proud. I'm going to do them proud. I said to John that night, I said, I'm going to put an extra floor on that gym. You know what I mean? I'm securing my family's future here. I don't want my family, I want my man and dad to retire and live comfortable now, you know what I mean? That's what I'm doing it for my family's security, so they don't have to do absolutely nothing or answer to nobody. It's when I start thinking of a career in it. So I never cared. I don't care. Still, I really don't care about sport. I got in it for street. You know what I mean? I was thinking about the street. I wanted to be able to defend myself in any situation. But when I met John and then the UFC, start hearing about the UFC, then I started thinking, you know what, there's a career. Maybe I can make something out of this. Well, what else am I going to do? I don't really want to do anything else. I don't want to get a job. I don't want to have to get up and I don't want to listen to a boss or do all that. So this is an option for me. So I stuck with it, and John encouraged it. John believed in me and made me believe in myself that we could go and do this. But before us, there was no other Irishman. There was no, as far as the UFC were concerned, Ireland didn't exist. So it was still just a dream for us, you know what I mean? But definitely when I met John and when I started training in Straight Blast Gym, I started realizing I can make a career out of this. I can do something that hasn't been done before. I can show the Irish people true martial arts, something they have never seen before. So that's what we are in the process of doing. You're a young kid. You're just floating in and out. I was going out with my friends. You're not 1,000,000% focused when you're a kid. You're off and doing other stuff, So I was just a normal kid. I lost one, and then I said, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, and drifted off. But then, but even though I wasn't competing, I was still always in my head that I was going to do it. I still always had in my head that I will get to the UFC. I will make it, even though I wasn't actually pursuing it. The vision was still in my head. And then I just came back and carried on again, you know. But sometimes I drift off, sometimes you drift back and forth, and that was it. But then anytime I drift off, John would always reel me back in, and reinforce the dream, you know what I mean? Let it say, we can do it, let's do it, this is what you need to do, we need to show up here, we need to put in more hours than everybody, it needs to be every single second of your life. There cannot be no outside. And then that's what happened.
Can you remember how you found out that you were signed to the UFC? Was there a JFK moment that you'll never forget where you were when the UFC came calling? I can remember, because we got some bad news about a teammate of mine that couldn't compete anymore. So you know what, I was thinking, fuck this game. I don't want to do this shit anymore. What am I going to do this, and then something happens and I can't do it no more? So I had packed it in again. I'd packed it in again, but it was only a couple of weeks. I was like, I didn't show up training, I didn't show up to do classes or anything. I used to teach the boxing every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, and John was away in Iceland at the time, or away in America somewhere teaching. So I hadn't been there in a couple of weeks, and then the phone rang one night, and I was about to go out with my friends, and I was like, it was John, and I didn't answer it. I wouldn't answer it. I was like, he's going to give out to me because I haven't been teaching the classes, I haven't been showing up. And then it rang and it rang and it rang. I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm not going back. I'll figure something else to do. And then I just answered it. It kept ringing, so I answered it. How do you feel about making your UFC debut in 9 weeks? And then that was that. I put the phone down, I went home, and then I showed up at the gym the next day and put the work in, and that was that. I just kept going, we're all on our own. We're all on our own path here. Everyone is on their own little journey, whether and this is my journey.
I want it, I like it, I buy it. I told her she gotta come try it. They wondering what I've been doing. I told them I'm keeping it quiet. I pull up, I be moving. Whipping the foreign, I'm cruising. The money I'm speaking is fluent. All of my business booming. Stacking my cash in abundance. All of my family funded. Finally got what I wanted. Life is amazing, I love it. Everyone know that I run it. Yeah, look at me now, I came up. I've been thinking back then when I almost gave up on the game, cause I never got it my way. Never got my mama whip on the driveway. I've been making all hits on a Friday. Back then I was getting like no plays. I'm never gonna change, no Kanye. Gotta get a Lambo like Green Bay. I made a lot, but then I gave a lot, and now I had enough. But I've been keeping up, and now I pay the price to what I'm dreaming of. I had to sacrifice, and now I see the love. Everything beautiful. Lucky I never got trapped in a cubicle. If I did it, then you can do it too. Just follow my moves. I pull up, I be moving. Whipping the foreign, I'm cruising. The money I'm speaking is fluent. All of my business booming. Stacking my cash in abundance. All of my family funded. Finally got what I wanted. Life is amazing, I love it. Everyone know that I run it. Yeah, my family home for the holidays. I'm in the studio cooking up music, cause I know I never got time to waste. This is a decision I gotta make. Made it here, I can't stop now. Had to make what I got now. This the life I chose, seen the highs and lows. I've been getting what I want now. Middle finger to the middleman. Fuck what you posting on Instagram. Never been part of the fake shit. Everyone rapping, I swear that I hate it. Yeah, all of them wanna be famous. Give them a week and they fading. You buying a chain, I'm buying a crib, cause we not the same. I pull up, I be moving. Whipping the foreign,